Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/Surviving Infidelity, where OP finds a very interesting email. Let's begin. My wife had a year-long affair that I discovered. Now she's trying to reconcile with me, but I'm still undecided. Posted by Reddit user Throw8181.
Hello all. This might be quite long. I'm posting this from my friend's place, where I'll be for a few days at least, before going to a hotel for a while. Unfortunately, I discovered that this sub exists after having something done to me that I never thought in a million years would ever happen. My wife of 3 years has been having an affair for a year with a colleague of hers. I know him personally. I found out through her Gmail account on her laptop, which was left logged in. I had zero intention of checking her email, I just saw it there, and the text caught my eye. After this, I checked her phone and confirmed everything. I'm not going to lie, this kind of blindsided me. We have, or I guess, had, a good relationship. We were regularly intimate, never really got angry at each other. We met in college and dated for almost 2 years before getting married. We were thinking of having kids in a year or two, now that I have a good paying job and have been progressing in my career. I actually wasn't suspicious at all. She's intelligent and clearly did well to cover her tracks. She never came home late at night or acted distant or cold with me or not been intimate with me. Not once did she tell me she was feeling unsatisfied or unhappy in our relationship. I had no idea anything was wrong at all, or I would have tried to fix it. Through her texts and emails, I saw that they usually got together during their lunch breaks or they leave work early and go to a hotel. The other guy isn't married, but he does have a long-term girlfriend. Haven't told her yet, haven't spoken to the other guy either. I took the day off work yesterday, left a note on the table for my wife, and I left for my friend's place. I told him everything. Sure enough, when she got home, she called and texted several times. I didn't answer at first, but I did eventually, and she immediately started crying hysterically and pleading me for forgiveness, saying it was a stupid mistake and she will do anything to reconcile. We talked for a while, but I didn't really say anything of substance, and I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do. I'm not going to lie, I love her, but I can't stand betrayal of any kind, and this is up there. The thing is, when I was 18, I fell into a very dark depression, and it was the hardest thing in the world to pull myself out of. Took me 3 years, the only thing that helped was exercise and boxing. And now I feel myself slipping back in that hole. And as much as I love her, I also feel an intense hatred for her and the other guy. I'm debating confronting the other guy and badly hurting him, but my friend has insisted that I don't. I know my emotions are controlling me right now, which is why I wanted to be away from my wife and our apartment for a while, so I can allow logic to at least get a foothold in my brain. I know if I see her crying, I'll start to feel sympathy for her, which I don't want to. Right now, my logical part says to divorce her, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I have thought about if I'll ever trust her again, and I think the answer is no. Here's the thing, I consider myself to be a fair person, and I always try to see both sides of the coin. I was looking around forums of infidelity, and I came across r/adultery. I thought it would be similar to this sub, quickly found out it was the opposite. However, I read through a few posts, hoping I could try and understand my wife's reasoning. Most of the posts were about the thrill of something new, the sexual satisfaction, trying to escape the unhappiness in their marriage, etc. The thing is, I'm not just saying this, I can't see how we had any of those problems. My wife was always intelligent and mature, which is why, no matter how hard I try, I can't understand this. She repeatedly told me over the phone that it meant nothing, and she regrets it more than anything. But then why do it? I asked her why, and she just kept saying she doesn't know, and it was a lapse in judgment, etc. A year-long lapse in judgment? I'm questioning everything now, wondering if I've wasted years for nothing. Wondering if I'll ever trust another woman again. At the moment, I can't see myself ever being in a relationship again. I'm not naive enough to think people are infallible, but what's the point of committing yourself to someone if you're just going to find someone else? Anyway, that's it. I had to let all this out somewhere, even online. Not sure yet what my next step is, but at the moment, I can't see the marriage lasting. Her mother, whom I really like, has called me thrice, but I haven't answered. I haven't told anyone about it, except my close friend that I'm staying with. I do have screenshots of the emails and texts between them as proof, in case I need it. Short version. Wife had a year-long affair, I found out through email and texts. Left a letter for her telling her everything, then left to stay with a friend. I haven't seen her yet. She is hysterical and pleading me to stay together and fix things. It's still too early for me to make a rational choice. I guess I'm just looking for input or advice from older or more experienced people. Edit. Thanks for all your comments and time, everyone. I really do appreciate it a lot. Few things that have come up repeatedly. I have decided not to fight the other guy, it was just my emotions getting the best of me at the time. I will be getting an STD test and telling her to do the same, no compromise there. At the moment I am leaning towards separating because I can't see how I will ever look at her the same way again. I still need some time to think and will have to have a long talk with her. Her mother has since messaged me asking to please call her. She is a very good person and was very motherly throughout my time knowing her, so I will be calling her to talk to her soon before I talk to my wife. Really, thanks to all of you. I actually hate that there are so many comments because that means so many of you men and women had this happen to you. Posting this here and telling my story is helping me release it all, and I will give you all an update when there is one. Quick update. So yesterday I went for a long walk and called back my mother-in-law. I didn't go into details, but I did mention that her daughter was seeing someone else behind my back for an extended period of time. She was understandably very upset and thankfully didn't try to force my hand into staying with my wife. We talked for a while and she asked me to give my wife a call, but I said I'll only do so when I'm ready to talk. I was walking over a bridge on my way back to my friend's place, and I'm not going to lie, for a split second, I thought of jumping off. Told myself it would make things a lot easier. I let go of that thought immediately and kind of laughed. It's crazy what our minds can come up with. Anyway, I think either tonight or tomorrow night, I will sit down with my wife and talk. I'm afraid my mind is 99% made up that I'll be asking for divorce, as I haven't been able to see any outcome where I won't be resentful towards her if we stay together. I will let her tell me everything she feels she has to say, and then will tell her my decision. I will post an update after we talk, I guess, depending.
OP, you're still relatively young. Don't let this make you bitter. You should walk away. This wasn't a lapse of judgment. It lasted for at least 1 year. It was a long-term affair. You were lucky she didn't get pregnant and declared you as the father. When I was a lot younger myself, I never fully understood why cheaters try so hard to keep their partners. But now that I'm older, it's very obvious. They're selfish. They want the thrill. They want the comfort of being married, someone else paying their bills, a free roof over their heads. Please know that not all women are like this. The vast majority of them are truly loyal and loving people. It's the fuckers like OP's wife that are ruining things for everybody. Good women can't find decent men anymore because the men are too traumatized or scared to date because of what those fuckers have done to us. For anyone that's going through something similar to OP, here's my advice to you. Do not sit down and talk with your spouse alone. If you really have to, have a friend to drive you to meet them somewhere in public. Also, consult a lawyer. If it's possible, have all communications from now on should go through your lawyer. You know what you have to do here. You have to leave. Not 99% sure, but 100%. The divorce is going to suck ass. Yes, of course it will. But it's definitely better than getting cheated on again. So don't try to fix it. Don't let cheaters rationalize, guilt, or manipulate you into working things out. That's their favorite line, right? It was only a mistake? That it meant nothing? Let's think about that a little bit, gentlemen. So they ruined the marriage, ruined relationships, destroyed their family, and they did that over what again? Oh, that's right. According to cheaters, they did it over nothing. Arguably, that's much worse. So to the victims of infidelity, just know this. You deserve to be treated well, to be loved, to be respected, regardless if your current partner does not live up to it. That's their fault, not yours. So hang in there. It will get better. Just like how I'm still hanging despite having no money to pay rent. So please consider donating to me, your host PattSun. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.